Hi, Greg Lothian here. I'm going to talk today about breaking from traditional training, traditional gym training. I still hear a lot of people that come into my clinic, a lot of people that I train with, and or ask me questions, that sort of stuff. When I talk to them about what they're doing at the gym, what their regular routine is, I still hear tons, the majority of people and trainers for that matter, saying, well, today I'm doing legs, and tomorrow I'm doing chest, and another day I'm doing back, that sort of stuff. For a long time, it's methodology that really worked. It helped make sure that people were dividing things up, create ratios, that sort of stuff. Certainly in the bodybuilding world, it's still very relevant because it's they're working out for bodybuilding is totally different than working out for power, speed, strength, that sort of stuff. So it's still out there, but I think it's that a lot of the conditioning coaches that are doing tremendous work throughout the world right now with athletes and teams and all that sort of stuff. We're breaking away from just the traditional stuff. Now, you see this, in all kinds of different groups now, and CrossFit and some of the other big groups like that, where they're doing dynamic training and getting away from, like I said, the chest, back day, that sort of stuff. I'm going to give you an alternate way to look at it. To putting together your programs, if you're not into Olympic lifting and you have clientele that just they want to come to the gym and train. It's the majority of people that when they're getting into training, they want to be functionally more better. They want to be more functional. They want to be able to live active lives. They want to not be injured, not have aches and pains. They want to be seriously strong and and go to the gym and make it a habit of going to the gym, get out of the environment they're in, and really start to train on a regular basis. So a number of years ago, I developed a system called skill-based strength training. Skill-based strength training is just taking all of the stuff that you currently know and changing slightly what your goal is for every day at the gym. Every day at the gym, and when I do group training and when I do training for, when we're working towards something, even if it's very sport specific, the way I look at it is you have to look at the skill you're trying to develop. The skill you're trying to develop in the general population, certainly, the best place to make people stronger and more, resilient and more flexible and all of those types of things are in the lifting and squatting. Lifting, there's the ability to lift stuff off the ground and shovel or rake or all of these other things in that sort of mechanism, that bent forward mechanism, it's extremely important. And going to the gym and simply doing leg day and then chest day and then abs, this is not teaching them how to take what you're doing at the gym and apply it to your everyday life, especially if they really want to be active. If you can get into your client's head that every time they're at the gym training, maybe they're doing cardiovascular work and all that sort of stuff, but they're training for a specific purpose they can carry outside the gym and be able to do on a regular basis. So, for me, there's 6 major skills, and this is outside of sport-specific skills. When somebody comes to me and they want to do something, very, very specific, we can work towards a different type of skill or something more advanced. But the one thing the thing that I ensure that for everybody that I work with is at the very least they have these 6 major skills. They're working on developing strength and mastering how to do these movements and making these movements stronger and faster and more resilient. So the 6 skills that I teach, and each day they go to the gym, they're either working on 1 or 2 of these skills at a time, is lifting, squatting, pushing, so pushing straight forward like that, pulling, pressing things up over their heads, and pulling down. Before you get to anything more complicated, they should be very well versed in those 6 skills. So when I send my clients to train on their own at a gym. There's a lot of clients that are working with me. They just come in to see me occasionally, and we correct things. But a lot of them are, you know, for the most part, they're not training with me 6 days a week. They're doing a lot of the training on their own. So I'll send them to the gym, and today they're going to work on squatting. Or maybe they're working on squatting and pushing, something like that. But the goal, the orientation of what the goal is for their gym training for that day, pure strength training, is centered around skills. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Break away from, you know, traditional exercises that are just centered around body parts, and start building programs that, you know, they don't all have to be fully integrated exercises, but the way I look at it is any exercise that I give them, it might be a building block for something else. I'm going to give them a building block, strengthening their hips, an individual exercise, but that building block is specifically to help them squat better. So the whole pathway that I create building blocks for squatting, and then I'll teach them how to squat, and then I'll show them an advanced version of squatting, and then we'll move to something more complicated after that. So I'd encourage you to do the same thing. Change your focus away from the traditional body part method to a skill-based trajectory. Every day that they're at the gym, they're working on 1, 2, maybe even 3 skills. Okay? Love to hear your comments on that. The things that you're doing, maybe the ideas you have. I love sharing stuff. If you know, maybe you have some questions on how to put this sort of stuff together, I'd certainly love to help out in any way that I can. You know, like open dialogue is always good. So in the meantime, I want you to be active, be healthy, and be injury free.